This module will show you how to use the backup restore utility that is in PremiSysID. If you do not have a backup policy in place, you can use this to back up your software. Right now we just see Jane sample. To use the backup restore utility, I go to Tools and choose Backup Restore. Select Backup Radio Dial and then browse to the location where you'd like to save it. Give it a name. And save it. Then just hit backup and the software does its work. This process will back up the software. It will also back up your photos and your signatures, whether they are being saved in the database or in a file share outside of the database. When this is done, it will ask you if you want to save the log file. I say no. The log file is essentially just a record of how the backup process went. Now, something should happen to your computer. It should crash or something like that. You can save your file, not on your hard drive, because again, if your local drive crashes, you'll lose that backup as well. You'll want to save it to an external hard drive, put it in a file that is being redirected to a server that is being backed up, or burn it to a CD. In any case, you'll be able to restore that file by choosing the Restore Radio Dial, browsing to that backup, selecting that file, and hit open. And then click on Restore. This is telling me that it's going to overwrite all of the information that is currently in PremiSysID. This will restore all of your information, including your photos and signatures, if you back them up. Depending on how many card holders that you have backed up will depend on how long the backup takes to, first of all, back up, and then if you need to restore it. Again, it's asking me if I want to save the log file. I'll say no. Here it's asking me where the IdentiCard Windows service is installed, as well as the IIS server. Usually they're on the same computer. If they're not, you can type the name of the computer where they are installed to replace the current one and hit Update Server Settings, and then OK. If I close the navigator, we just saw that we had Jane sample, but now if I refresh it, you see all of the data that has been restored.